Okay. Get myself all situated here. Okay.
Looks right.
It looks okay. I'll wait and put my glasses back on in just a little bit, I think. Okay. We'll let everybody hop on here.
Can you hear us and see us?
Yeah. Make sure you can. All the technology side of it is good to go. I'm seeing familiar names. I like that. Okay. Chris is here from Butler, Missouri. Melody from Michigan. They're having a cherry festival there. Rita is here. Hi, Rita. Miss Joanne is here from Minnesota. Grandma Teresa's here from Ohio. Kathy from Virginia. Dolores. Norma from Northeast Ohio. And Clarabelle. Always glad to see you here. Monique from Canada. Tribal Woman. Xanthea's here. Hey, lady. Tina from Texas. Monique from the Netherlands. Cindy from Florida. Aiden is here. Aiden, I believe, is from Illinois.
Illinois, yeah.
George is here. Miss Marianne. Sandra's here. Jean from Massachusetts is here. Samantha. I always have to double check. Samantha's here. I'm glad you're here. Becky from Ohio. Jeanette says she can hear us and see us. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dolores from Massachusetts. Teresa from Alabama. Jennifer from Kentucky. Cindy from Florida. Miss Marianne is here. Hi, sweet lady. Cherry Festival in Michigan are pretty average, she says. So a cherry festival just sounds lovely to me. So I'm a little bit jealous here. Karen from Nebraska. Miss Debbie. Ellen from Oklahoma. Jeanette, she says, happy belated Canada Day to my fellow Canadians. Carolyn's here from Indiana. Mama of 7 is here. And Melanie and Cindy from Ohio. Rhonda from South Dakota. Guys, you make me happy being here. Thank you for being here. Laurel. Let's see.
More Ohio's.
Yeah.
Because Ohio is second to Texas for our views. So Texas is still number 1, but Ohio is the second. This comes in number 2 of where we get views.
Miss Marianne likes seeing my hair down. I jumped out of the shower like 15 minutes ago. So I've got damp hair here. It just is what it is. Let's see. Adrian, Teresa's here from Australia.
Yeah, Teresa, I'm going to be talking about Australia here in just a few minutes.
Mr. Analytics over here. Yeah. Hippie East is here and Phoenix Rising. Dee is here from Pennsylvania. Jennifer, I'm glad you're here too. Vicky is here from East Tennessee. Marianne, thank you for the super chat. So really, really appreciate you. Dolores says I look younger with my hair down. I would wear it down more often if it didn't drive me crazy while I was working. So it's just going to dry while we're chit-chatting tonight.
Between food prep and outdoor stuff, the long, pretty hair just doesn't go well with it. You have to do something with it typically.
I used to wear it down all the time. Like when we met. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's how I snagged you. I don't know, wearing my hair down. So.
But we're too much stuff going on.
Yeah, I really.
It's like in a factory. You just can't have it down.
I probably wore my hair down all the time. I didn't even put like hair barrettes, ponytails, or anything. I just parted it on the side and maybe curled it or something if I was getting extra floofy for the day. But I always wore my hair down until I had. I like the hoop earrings and all that stuff, but not with little babies.
Yeah.
So. I saw Stacy's here. Actually, Stacy, Shawn saw you on there first. So I'm glad you're here. All right, let's see. Jerry from Oklahoma is here. Yeah. Susan said those blackberries looked so good. I am 3 weeks away from knee replacement. Yeah, we've known some to have that, and it's like a necessary thing that's not very fun. So put your hair in a long braid. That's what I do at nighttime when I go to sleep, I do braid it. Otherwise, it like wraps around me if I roll over or something, and it annoys me even when I sleep. So, Anna, thank you. She said your hair is beautiful. Thank you. Susan from East Tennessee is here, and Rachel's here. Let's see, Diane. I'm glad you made it to the live, Diane. Deborah says hi to Sam and Sarah. She knows you're there watching, and they are. Both over there watching. Hippieista says, my husband and I will be celebrating our 37th anniversary on the 4th. Well, that's a fun day to get married. And thank you for the super chat.
So, and if you get married on the 4th, I'm guessing. Well, I don't know. Was there like a big wedding for people to show up? Because I would be with a lot of people
Did they have other
doing stuff,
plans?
or was it in conjunction with a 4th
Yeah.
of July thing? Or
Yeah. So, let's see. Brittany has a dermatologist appointment tomorrow.
hold it,
Her,
is Zippy in the United States?
yes.
Okay, where I can't.
Hippieista, where are you?
Yeah, where are you at?
I don't remember exactly where
Because
you're at, but I think
if she's not in
she's,
the United States, I'm going to feel stupid because I'm like, yeah, we don't care about 4th of July. If it's another
yeah,
country, I just guess thinking, I'm assuming she's in the United States, but that
yeah.
no, 20% of our viewers are not in the U.S.
Charlene, thank you.
Texas, she's in Texas
Uh,
is
very much into Independence
sometimes
Day.
Texas flirts around with not being in, but yeah, but I'm sure. So
um, yeah. Charlene says, I listen to your channel all the time. I love your recipes and I love watching you with your family. Thank you. Oh, is it? Okay. I'm going to mispronounce Tanya or Tanya. That they're getting ready for a storm in their part of Missouri.
oh really?
We're supposed to get rain
Rain, no.
tomorrow afternoon. I haven't seen anything for the rest of the day though. We would welcome it though. Diane's here from Cape Cod. Rachel from South Carolina. Um, Brooke has a question. Just wondering, are your children allowed to watch TV or just on movie night? What about cell
There wouldn't
phones?
be anything to watch because we don't have we have a television, but it's just for DVDs, and so there's no TV channels. We don't have TV channels.
We paid for, we had cable and then we did satellite for a while too,
This is
back before we moved here.
years ago.
Yeah, so 15 years ago, we did have that stuff. And so Sam grew up watching the little PBS shows. And I say grew up, he was
No, a
4 when
little
we
bit when
moved
he's
here.
little bit.
He was
Yeah,
4
when
when
he's
we moved here.
bitty. Yeah.
When we moved here in 2009, at the end of 2009, we never hooked up anything. So we have not had channels since 2009. Now, if we go to, grandparents' house and stuff
Yeah,
like that, they see TV
and it's kind of
and the
funny
commercials.
because what wasn't several weeks ago I saw.
It's Melissa Lee.
Okay.
Okay. Melissa, we will be praying for you, friend. I did not realize that.
Okay.
Melissa had a stroke, and she's been one of our faithful viewers for many, 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 many months. So you guys keep Melissa in your prayers. I like that. Okay.
Hippie used to, yes, they had firecrackers at the wedding. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, I was wondering how they incorporated that in.
What were you saying?
So, what was the thing before that? So,
Thrown off when I saw Melissa's comment on
yeah,
there.
stop.
What were we talking about?
Oh,
Oh, the
television.
TV
Oh, yeah,
channels.
because
Yeah.
I went and saw my mother, and she has like 5,000 TV channels.
All of them.
Yeah, and after looking at it, I was like, yeah, I don't even remotely miss this. It was like looking at it's like there's like literally nothing I would want to.
Well, especially the commercials, even.
Yeah,
The kids, that's what they tend to talk
yeah, and
about
then it
when
was
they.
like, and it didn't matter what it was on. It seemed like every few minutes, especially even the commercials, it'd be like, okay, I don't even want to look at that. It's like
Why is that on
embarrassing.
TV?
Yeah, it's like okay, they don't even. Sure, don't want the kids seeing that, but
Yep. So, but we
yeah,
do have
don't miss
movie
it.
night
Yeah,
sometimes when it's not even a regular thing. Like I know some people do like pizza and a movie Friday nights or
yeah.
something. It's not with any regularity, but if we can,
And we got really nice DVDs.
yeah,
Really,
yeah,
really wonderful
yeah. You
movies.
guys have
Yeah,
helped.
y'all sent. viewers have sent some really neat,
We have a very nice big
family
collection.
friendly, stuff.
Yeah. So, oh, and she asked about the cell phones too. The kids don't have a cell phone. If for some reason they needed to go somewhere, we usually send one or the other of ours so
Yeah.
that they do have a way to communicate with us,
Yeah.
but they don't have like their own. Yeah. So, Susan, thank you for the super chat. She says, get some more treats for the kids for July 4th. So, we will stock up on some fun stuff. Did you just come inside? Look at this farm girl here. You want to show them your pretty hat? Oh, your shoes. You want to show them your shoes? Come here. I pulled some new. This girl went from wearing size 8 shoes to wearing size 9 shoes. So I had to pull more sandals out of the tub, didn't I? She's a good farm girl today.
And
Show them your shoes. Here we go.
okay.
Oh, the fancy. And your hat too. Because we were working out a new hat out of the tub. It was sunshiny hot today.
And I brought my glasses on.
You wore your glasses, her sunglasses. She was looking sharp. Andrew wore his sunglasses too outside, didn't he?
I didn't.
You didn't? I thought you did.
I don't like to wear them.
You don't like to wear them. Okay. Thunk, 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 thunk. That's the pitter patter of little feet, right?
And somebody asked about fireworks displays, and we did see it. We went and saw.
Oh, yeah.
Went and saw a fireworks display.
I had mentioned
over
it
the weekend.
at the video I posted Monday, the What We Eat in a Week. There at the very end, we were getting ready to go to it was a Independence Day, an early one at a church, and they put on a really good fireworks show.
It was really good. Yeah, really good.
It was fun. Hippie Easta says when we left on honeymoon, our air conditioner went out and we had to trade cars. So, it's a hot time of year to go ahead and get married and have celebrations and all that stuff. So let me see.
Stacy's heading out on a side-by-side ride.
Oh, is she? Have fun, Stacy. Yeah, it's supposed to get crazy hot tomorrow, so enjoy that cooler weather today while we've got it. So, and I know I missed some comments there.
Yeah, we've missed a lot of.
If you asked a question and I missed it, you'll just have to do it again because once it scrolls up, it's just gone for our part of the live stream here. So yeah, Dolores says Rebekah is really growing up. Yeah, she is. She is still a lot of fun though. She's a cutie pie. Let's see. Sarah, you would like Miss Potter, starring Renee Zellweger. I'm not familiar with that one, Deborah. So I know we don't have that one, and I know nothing about it. So
movie or a TV show?
I'm guessing it's a DVD, probably.
Oh, okay.
I know Renee Zellweger is a actress lady.
The name. Yeah.
Exanthia says, I think that TV commercials are horrible. I just couldn't watch that. I just like being without the TV. Yeah, I do remember back when before we moved here, the TV was just kind of background noise and it was on all the time.
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah.
I mean, things were different. We ate differently. We just lived differently. So once we moved here, things changed and we actually keep the TV just like off, like at the power strip.
Yeah, it's not even.
Off,
it doesn't have power to it. Yeah.
And whenever we do, the rare occasion, whenever we watch a movie, or sometimes we can connect to YouTube on it and we can watch a Bible teaching or something like that on it. We have to turn it on at the power strip to get it going. So, Rita says hit the like button, everyone. Thank you, Rita. I'm currently showing 287 here right now and 92 thumbs up. So if you guys could make that thumbs up number go up, that would be awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Jessica says it's 112 degrees here in California. Oh, wow. So tomorrow it's supposed to be a heat index of 111 here. So we have really been yesterday and today. It was actually pleasant outside yesterday. The humidity was not bad at all. And we got a lot of stuff done. He used to, I was very pregnant on our 3rd anniversary, which would have been in July, and I wanted to change it to January. That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
To being very pregnant in the hottest part of the summer. Dominique doesn't have a TV either. So let's see. I haven't watched TV for years, Cindy says. I pick and choose what I want to watch, Vicky says. I haven't had cable for years. And Jeanette says, I find that some shows on TV are not worth watching. Susan, I have a TV, tablet, and phone, and she has them all going at the same time sometimes. Multitasking. So since the weather was nice for the last couple days, we did do a lot of work out. Canceled school, didn't do anything like that, and just kind of focused on what outside work do we need to get done right now. And so that's why we had to come in, take showers and everything.
Yeah. A lot of outside work right now. Oof.
Sopping wet and worked hard today. I don't know if my sunburn is showing up or not. I did wear my big floppy beach hat today to try to keep the sun off of me as much as possible. But oh, Deborah liked the pancakes with the coconut flour. Yeah, the recipe for those is in the description box down at the very bottom. So I did, Miss Vicky, I saw Miss Vicky's comment, but it scrolled on up there. So Miss Vicky is here. Debbie says, hello, Vicky. Debbie says, hi, Vicky. Oh, Vicky, you have people that love you here. So, oh, goodness. You look like you've lost a lot of weight. You look great. Well, thank you. I don't know if I've lost weight or not because I haven't stepped on a scale.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that too much. So I should be sweating off pounds. You would think sweating outside would do something, right? Yeah. Buckeye says, I just watch YouTube. I don't watch TV anymore. And then I can choose what I want to hear. That's kind of what we've gone to. Debbie said, did we have pork skins for dinner? No, we did not. And Xanthia says, I'm sure today I could have wrung out my t-shirt after being out in the garden. Yeah. Yep. I had to, after my shower, I just had to lay my pile of garden clothes just in the floor of the laundry room because I wasn't putting that in with the rest of the clothes.
Cindy's giving us a heads up. She's going to give us a gardening question.
Okay. Got a heads up. All right. Dolores says, Vicky, what happened? Let's see. Okay, I'm catching up here. Maybe. Yeah, I know. I see your shoes.
Bex is on here.
Oh, and Bex is here too. Hey, lady. Oh, ask Vicky if she had pork skins. I did see something on their newest video on their YouTube channel. I haven't got to watch anything, but I did see something about that on there. So yeah, that was for Miss Vicky. And Allison is here. Let's see. Judy's here from Northeast Florida. Do you want to get ready with your analytics? Maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Mercy wants to see my hair. Okay. I don't even know what it looks like in the back. It was wet. I guess it's been about 30 minutes since I don't know, Shawn, can they see my hair? I don't even know if they can see.
No.
Or do I need to stand up even?
How long it is. Okay.
Yeah. It's got length to it. It's not super thick or anything though. So I have some highlights of red in here. And I think that's where Sarah, she gets the little strands of red in there too. But it's pretty lightweight. I know there's some ladies that could never have their hair this long just because it gives them headaches. And I don't get headaches or anything like that. So I also don't wear it down much either. So Allison asked, Janice, are you feeling any better? I feel so much better. I just feel really, really well. Every once in a while, just out of the blue, cough. And a cough will be, and then it passes and I move on. So I don't know. Let's see. Sandra says, I seldom watch TV since my sister died 4 years ago. Shawn, YouTube puts things on my phone while I'm sleeping, even if it's not what I want to watch. Yeah, they think they know what you want to watch,
Well.
but obviously they're wrong.
Cindy's tomato plants are 3 feet tall. She doesn't have any tomatoes yet. At 3 feet tall. What do you?
Sarah says, do you have pollinators? You know, the bees, butterflies.
So, if you have the flowers, I would think you would have tomatoes, but I'm wondering if pollinators
Can you guys?
find
Yeah.
Can you guys hear her?
Are pollinators fine? She's in Florida.
to attract pollinators over there and
Okay.
see if that helps.
Okay, she's talking about. If you hear her talk about you have more have flowers and things that'll bring more pollinators. Cindy also could be and just off the top of my head, do you live somewhere where they're spraying and stuff? And could be, and it's killing off bees and things like that.
Allison asked too, what'd you have for dinner? I think we answered that one. We're having scrounge for dinner.
Yeah, just grab stuff.
We call it scrounge. And it's just we grab whatever fruit we have. So they got out some watermelon and some strawberries, cucumbers from the garden, almonds, peanuts, cheese, scrounging. So I had plans to make Dutch dish, which is the beef sausage ring from the store, and kale from the garden, and potatoes from the garden. And we worked out in the garden too long to where I couldn't come inside and get it done before the live stream. So scrounge it is.
Okay, so I got somebody saying that tomatoes self-pollinate. They don't have to have the pollinators.
Huh. My wild home is here. Good evening, they say. Good evening, my wild home. Cindy says her cucumbers and green beans were fine though. So
Of course, we have years where just certain things just don't.
yeah, like last year, our cucumbers were just
It must be a
awful.
bad year for
last
a
year.
particular thing, and
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
So I call it every man for himself night. Yep, it's just easy. Oh, they have cereal too. They pulled out cereal also. So it's just kind of find something to put in your belly. And after working outside, I don't know. I mean, I don't get super hungry
Yeah,
in the evenings.
If I've been super hot this
Yeah.
day, it's kind of I don't.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
matter
just
to
a come in, get cleaned up, cool down, maybe eat something really light, like some fruit or nuts or something, and then just go to bed early. So
Phoenix Rising saying just wind, the tomatoes will pollinate just from wind.
oh, like corn
Like corn
does. Okay. Well, Paris had her husband cook tonight. They take turns cooking.
Do you really want me to?
Do you really want me to cook? Okay, now whenever we first married, of course we ate a lot differently.
Mhm.
But do you remember we'd get the boxes of the macaroni and cheese, and then we'd get the little Polish sausage ring
Yeah.
and barbecue sauce. And we'd slice up the Polish sausage ring, put it in a pot with some barbecue sauce, and then have macaroni and cheese, and that was our supper.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was kept it simple.
We would have was it Friday night or Saturday night? We always did Mexican night.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd get was it the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Things were different, guys.
Yeah, I hadn't had one of those in, I'm sure, way over 10 years at this point. Yeah.
I'm hoping our tomatoes do well this year because Sarah has planted out 100, like literally 100 tomatoes are out of the garden. Okay, I did film a video today too. And it was an afterthought. We did all this work outside yesterday because again, it was a pleasant day outside. And then today we started in again, getting going on outside stuff. And I thought, I should film some of this. So I got out the camera and I did film it and showed you guys kind of what was going on in the garden because that's where we worked today together. So you will get to see it. I'm not sure when we're going to post it. It might even be next Monday before I post it. I'm not for sure, but it'll be in the lineup here before long. And then you can see I'm kind of proud of the garden this year. You know, Miss Lisa had sent a lot of the woven weed block barrier fabric, and it has been so helpful in keeping the garden looking neat and tidy and keeping the weeds at bay. So let's see.
Well, talk about this morning about how we got a late start on. Me and the boys got a late start
Your
on
unexpected to-do list.
Yeah, so I had a goat that's got horns, a male goat that's got horns. It's out there with the sheep and the cows, and he apparently went on a rampage and tore up a bunch of fence and had to get out there and repair a bunch of fence. And then all of a sudden, look up in the stanchion, the gate is open, and they're in there to.
The stanchion is where they
Where
milk
they milk.
Daisy.
And
Yeah.
I thought they must not have closed, when they milked this morning, must not have closed the gate well. So I went back and shut it. And if you're familiar with farm gates, your typical farm gate has this little notch on it, and you put the chain around it, and the chain will just kind of fall through the notch and hang down. And that should keep it closed because you have to kind of pick up the chain and put it out the knot, lift it up to the notch or whatever before the gate will open. So I closed it, secured it. I watched that goat go up there, and he just picked the chain and just flipped the chain off there and opened the gate back up. He had figured out how to open the gate. So we had to get a clip on it now, so clip it in where he can't get in there. But so that goat caused a lot of problems with fence, and then getting in there and tore things up.
And he didn't just get in there. Then Daisy
of course, then
went in
everybody
there
went in there
and
once
her
the gate
calf
opened.
Spruce, and they started eating the hay. They knocked buckets. They knocked stuff around.
Yeah.
They disrupted. Okay, we had a mama hen in there that was broody, sitting on eggs. Broke a couple of her eggs.
Yeah.
Were they?
Andrew says he just saw yolks.
Yeah. Wow.
So we didn't see any little dead baby chicks or anything. But that was on your to-do list to.
Yeah, but that's what
work on
happens
that
when you have a
today.
bunch of animals. So all of a sudden, something crazy will happen, and you're hours into fixing a mess and dealing with what they've done. So,
Yep, smart goat. Yep,
Mhm.
Jean, that smart goat. You thought not nice things about that
Yeah, the
smart goat
goat,
today.
mhm.
Could you dehorn the goat? You could. We have
Yeah,
never.
we've never tried to do that.
We've never done that. I know people do. They usually do it like when they're babies still, when they're little. And these are substantial horns, which they could still be. They have ways of doing it.
Yeah, we've never.
I wouldn't want
We've
to.
never tried to do that.
I wouldn't want to, but so. Oh, brown-eyed girl will not eat raw tomatoes. That makes me sad. I like them so much. So, goodness. Sometimes in the summer, we'll just have them as a side dish, on the plate, just slices of tomatoes with salt on them. Yeah, Kathy says goats can be hilarious. Yeah, after the fact, it's kind of funny. Look what this goat can do. But in the moment, he wasn't laughing.
Yeah,
You are not
there's
laughing.
work I don't need to be doing. Got other things to do.
Yeah, Terry says when it's too hot to cook, I like to munch on watermelon, cantaloupe, mixed nuts, and cottage cheese on the side. Yep, just quick, cool, fill your belly. I can't wait until Shawn invests in some donkeys, Miss Marianne says. I was asked about that at the
Well,
ladies' meeting. Are you just gonna get those donkeys?
one thing to think about is, we have quite a few livestock dogs, and as time goes on and dogs get older, and we could rotate in some donkeys instead of, we can kind of, figure out where we're going to have dogs versus
on the list.
where we have donkeys and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown-eyed girl, I appreciate you making the sacrifice so we can have the raw tomatoes. That's nice of you. And Rebekah doesn't eat raw tomatoes either. Um, let's see, I don't know. Aiden asked a question, but
Oh,
you don't have to answer it if
yeah.
you don't want to
What
get
I'll
into
say
it.
is, Aiden, it's a moot issue because as soon as that goes to court, it's going to be thrown out. There's no way in the world they can require that. The courts will stop it. No, there's no way they're going to allow that.
Oh, Cindy asked, the kids are well behaved. Do they ever argue among each other? Absolutely. Sarah's over there going, no, absolutely. They do. I just don't put it on video. They're normal kids. They bicker and stuff, but yeah. Let's see. I'm scanning comments here. Positive Blessings Carrie says, I don't like raw tomatoes alone, but if sliced tomatoes in sandwich or salads or tacos, I can handle. So it's under certain circumstances, they're good. Okay. Everything on Homestead is doing good, Hannah. Animals are doing good. We don't have any more little ones, little birds in the broody shop anymore. Everybody's big enough that they're now, we had an incubator on the counter for a good 3 months, hatching out turkeys and ducks and chicks.
And had baby goats and baby sheep and cowboy. So it's spring is turned to summer, so all the babies are.
But they're all doing good. The 3 little triplet goats are all doing great. Y'all know we lost the littlest of the triplet lambs, but everybody else is doing great. So the garden, we just try to keep up with all the things in the garden. So it's just do the next thing. Oh, Charla, I am glad you're here. She says, just clicked on. I am still in the hospital. Glad I got on. I'm so glad you're here, Charla. Hoping you get out of the hospital super quick, too. Let's see. Okay, you're still holding those analytics in there. I just know as soon as you go into analytics, I'm gonna miss something. I don't like missing
you can
stuff.
watch it while I'm doing it.
Okay.
So
Okay, he's gonna do analytics.
couple of things that I've seen here. So watch out. Get that up there. Okay. So I think I'll start with some new things popped up that people are watching that I haven't seen before.
Okay.
A channel called Do It on a Dime. It's a lady that is cost saving shopping.
This sounds familiar to me. No, living on a dime to grow rich is different. Doing it on a dime, though, this sounds like one that I may have watched.
It's a shopping oriented one.
Okay.
So see if everybody watches that. Frugal Recipes. That one's recommended on there. And Sutton's Days. I had never seen that one.
Okay.
But she's doing like a canning and food prep. She's apparently big on the canning and the food preparation stuff.
Okay.
Sutton's Days. So I did find this one interesting. Another one, and I'm not gonna say the name of the channel. I'm just gonna because of what they're wanting to. So, but there's a channel out there, over 220,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And apparently people are watching this in the past week. She's final video and said basically, yeah, I've had it. I want to get back to my normal life. I don't have time for my kids and I'm sick of trolls. Goodbye. See ya. And
Okay,
so
do I know?
it's a family. Apparently they're saying that.
Okay.
I'm done with this. So thought that was interesting.
Oh, wow.
So okay, so our we've talked about for months this
Anna's trying to sneak a peek at it too.
So this rivalry between Canada and the UK. How Canada and the UK always going back, flipping back and forth of, obviously most of our viewers in the United States, but then Canada's here recently has been winning. It was the UK, but they're neck and neck. And I have been saying, watch out for Australia. Here they come. The Australia keeps growing up, going up, going up. here's how tight it was in the last 28 days. So Canada and the UK were neck and neck. I mean, we're talking about just a few minutes difference in viewing
Watch
time, in
time.
watch
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Australia was like 28 minutes behind them,
Okay.
which in the past it was hours and hours behind. So Australia is up there now to where by next month, who knows where it's going to be. So Australia has just
Marketing team in
has just
Australia.
eased up. So now right there, the UK, Canada, and Australia are pretty much neck and neck.
Don't mess with the Aussies on there.
So
Oh goodness. Okay, Carrie's here from California. Now I know you've said California is always
pretty
up there
pretty big.
on our analytics. Yeah.
Texas, Ohio, and then California, Illinois is what, and of course that whole Midwestern Indiana, you know, that area in there, we get a lot of folks. But yeah, I think it's interesting. The Australia has run up there, right up there with the UK and Canada.
So we'll give our marketing team in Australia a raise.
Yeah, well, so kind of interesting.
That's neat. No, it's just really, really cool that there are people on the other side of the world
Yeah.
watching. It's just thanks, guys. And Positive Blessings Carrie says, I am in Illinois outside Chicago.
You pop up there because Chicago pops up usually as the number one city. Dallas sometimes is, but Chicago is usually the number one when it breaks it down specifically by city.
Yeah.
And then consistently, the city outside of the United States is Sydney, which is Australia. So, anyway.
Okay. Buckeye says, I have friends in Australia. Say they closely watch the USA as it affects them too. What happens here, Anna? So interesting.
Interesting. I'm not going to say what, but when I try to catch some news, if I can, on the there's actually an Australian news site that I consider to be even more reliable than a lot of the American ones.
Good.
Yeah. But.
So Dolores asks about 4th of July. 4th of July is usually a pretty big deal for us. We like all the Independence Day stuff. So, you know, we've already gone to one at a church, and then we've got friends and family all doing things on different days and stuff. So, yeah. I'm sure I mentioned it for last year is the kids always do a play with other homeschool friends and stuff too. So that'll be going on at some point this year too. Oh, and Susan asked, does it help you guys if we watch the commercials all the way through?
Yeah, that's how YouTube pays us.
Yeah.
People watching the ads.
So most people, I think, do watch and they skip through the ads. And I used to do that too before, you know, we had a channel and all this stuff. But that's how YouTubers actually get paid. If you watch the video and you don't watch the ads, they don't get paid. So that's how. So if you're able to watch the ads, you know, we do appreciate it. But yeah. My girl says, Shawn, you're nice and all, but we're really here for Janice. Goodness, you're funny. Deborah, thank you for the super chat. She says, snacks for the kids, popsicles or something. They would love popsicles. They had ice creams and popsicles this afternoon when we took a break from working in the garden. Sat on the steps of the summer kitchen and had our ice cream. So that was a good deal. Do you watch the fireworks? Yep, we enjoy the fireworks. Oh, Kathy says, you know, you live in the country when a combine takes out a power grid. Happened here today. But it was repaired quickly by the rural electric.
That's life in the country.
Yeah. Positive Blessings Carrie says her community is going to be celebrating the 4th on Sunday. So yeah, everybody has the celebrations on different days. It just becomes kind of a whole weekend something. Yeah. Brown Eyed Girl, I appreciate you watching the ads. She says, I watch the ads on only a few channels, but yours is one of them. Really, really do appreciate it. I know it can be a hassle. And, you know, I do get it. So I really
several more watching the ads.
Thank you guys. Really, really do appreciate it. So I know sometimes it can be inconvenient and stuff, but Um, Terry has a memory here. My aunt was a single mom of 4. She had no money for sweet treats. She would give us kids each an ice cold tomato and a salt shaker. She would hose us down outside when we were done. Nice memories. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
What?
the
Oh,
only
did
other
you
thing,
have more?
I really
I
only
didn't know you
only
had
other thing I had
more.
up here, our food videos have been super popular, and I mean like the old ones. People's going back and
Like the biscuits and
they're going
gravy?
through and what we eat in a week and all that. They're going through the old ones, and then we've had in the last 2 days. Apparently, we've picked up about 60 people, about 60 people are binge watching us.
Oh,
There's just
really?
one
Like
after
they
the-
just found our
Yeah,
channel?
and they're going back to the beginning. About 60 people, and they're going back and they're watching every video. We can see that, which is good because it brings those back and it brings those analytics back,
Yeah.
and it really helps us. It puts it. Then YouTube will promote them again. That helps us a lot
That's
when people watch
awesome.
the old ones. Yeah.
Um, Allison asks if we drink soda, just those Zevia ones that I get from Sam's Club sometimes, that they're sweetened with stevia and not corn syrup.
Mhm.
If I were going to like give soda to the kids or something like that, my preference would be like real sugar soda. The corn syrup, I just really try to
Yeah.
stay away from it if at all possible. And honestly, they're used to water here at home. I could make unsweet tea and things like that. If we have get togethers, we will do lemonade and stuff. But we have really, really good water, awesome well
Yeah,
water. So
Yeah, the water is
yeah,
fantastic here.
drinking our water here. It's not. So recently, we take our water bottles wherever we go. And recently, I was somewhere and I emptied out my water bottle and I had to refill from the faucet. And oh goodness, guys, the chlorine smell. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So yeah. So Sam and Sarah are
Yeah.
whispering over
Oh,
there.
I think it's about this.
Oh, if you need to block
Yeah, just
somebody,
shut them down.
Sam,
Did.
okay,
okay,
you
yeah,
did.
that's just
I don't know
no,
what's
no.
going on, but if blocking is necessary, then you do what's
Yeah.
necessary. So, which we haven't really had trouble since I've changed up. The people that can comment in
Yeah,
the chat
that's
box
everything's a
are
lot better.
subscribers now. It's not just anybody.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot.
we have
Yeah,
not
it's
had
not near as bad as it
issues
used to be.
with not nice things on here
Oh, Lisa
since
is
then.
asking about premium. Yeah, we get paid when you have a premium because you pay for that, and then they still track what channels you watch,
Yeah.
and the channels that you watch get a little section of that.
Yeah, YouTube figures out how to divide up your YouTube
Yeah.
premium dues that you pay.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
share it with the channels that you're
Yeah.
watching.
So thank you for doing that.
Very
Um, oh, Nancy, I've been watching the What You Eat in a Week. She said, I fall asleep, so you run all night.
That's good. We love it.
We'll take it.
Yeah, well, if every single person would just play all and just let it run all night long, we look at in the morning like, wow, we made some decent money last night. Everybody had thousands of people let all the ads play all night. That would be great.
Oh, goodness. Exanthea says chlorine makes me sick, so I can't drink water away from home. We always take our well water with us. Yeah, we have all of our water cups. We each have our own, and then I have saved some glass jars that J.R. Knutson, the organic juice stuff, glass jars,
Oh, yeah.
and we will fill those up with water a lot of times and take them in a cooler with us too. So oh, Debbie got some of the English toffee stevia and she loves it. You see, I've been drinking, we didn't drink all the coffee this morning, and so I decided to warm up one. So I'm glad you like it. Margaret asked if we pay the kids for working on the farm. We do not. Um, this is just kind of us working as a team
Yeah.
together. We don't do allowances and things like that. Now, if if Sarah sells some of her plant starts at our local ladies homestead group, she gets all that money. Andrew has built a goat milking stanchion out of pallets for another family, and he gets all the money if they
Yeah.
do things like
Good
that.
things, yeah.
But yeah, just things here on the farm are just teamwork, family
Yeah.
project stuff. Rita, the sewing room is coming along great. Sarah's kind of in charge of that because she's putting things where it makes the most sense, and I'm just buying the things that she tells me she needs me to buy. So it is coming along. Veronica, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, yeah, Veronica, yeah, and I'm getting
Oh,
in my cup right now, the Sonic Cherry Limeade mix. Yeah, that's what I got in there right now. That was awesome.
Veronica sent those.
Yeah.
So, okay, and I missed.
I'm sure we get a lot of things rolling by. I'm sure we're missing.
Yeah. Oh, Xanthia bought the English toffee stevia too. It's good stuff. I really do enjoy. It's like a nice sweet treat just to have some daisy cream in here and that English toffee stevia. Do we do infused water? I don't think I've ever had that, Cindy. I'm not familiar with it. Brittany's going to buy a water bottle with a filter. Said it's expensive, but yeah, I would have a
Yeah.
hard time drinking.
Yeah, if we were in a
normal
situation where
water.
where we had to drink
My-
town water, as we
my
would call
lips
it,
were dry.
yeah, we would have to do something. Yeah, I
See.
couldn't.
Sandra says, I watch all night long and 99% of the time with all the ads. Sandra, thank you. Oh, goodness. Oh, Allison, any remedies for pimples? I have like for the teens that go through that phase of having pimples and stuff, witch hazel is kind of what I keep on hand. We tend to keep it pretty natural. I do still intend to make a video. We have a friend that makes up goat milk based products like for skincare and things like that. Go ahead and link it in there. I think we've mentioned it before, and I keep meaning to make a video, but it's on the list. And one of these days I will get the video out because I think you guys would like her products too. We like this, all natural and stuff, but Sarah will be an amazing wife and mother. She is so precious. Yeah, I love that she enjoys the things that she enjoys. So
Deborah talked about getting she's been sick. She's catching up on the videos. She got a new defibrillator put in. It said when so I know all about that. It's because I have the pacemaker, and the defibrillator is what they keep saying they'll probably upgrade me to next time. So,
good times, good
but
times.
she's down. I'm glad she's catching up and doing better and getting back in getting back in her normal
Getting the
rhythm.
pacemaker made a huge difference for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It
Feel
went
a lot
from
better.
every day being a scary day
Mhm.
to okay, we can slow down and breathe.
Yeah.
So, Judith, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Okay, Nerdy Bombshells talking to Allison about
a lot of
yeah. Xanthia says she carries a purifier in the vein of water away from home, but we haven't had to use it yet.
Okay, well, we do carry
Life straw.
life straw.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, it's just we have it. You've seen my video on what you put in the backpack and things like that. It's
The get home bags.
The get home bag. It's for like drinking directly out of a stream and things like that. But it's the same principle.
Yeah.
It's a filter.
Yeah, we've never had to use
we never
either.
had to use it, but we have them.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, they use the ad time to either go to the bathroom or to grab a snack.
Yeah.
I will take it, guys. Yeah, Positive Blessings Carrie says, I'm guilty of clicking skip with some ads. Yeah, I always did prior to having a channel.
Yeah, because I didn't know how it worked.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't realize that's how they got paid. And then once, we did our own channel and was like, oh, I let the ads run now, except if it's like one of those 5-minute ones. I'm like, Mama doesn't have time. If I'm watching a video that I'm always multitasking.
A foster chicken, I would just click off and then just reload. Just go
Oh,
back in. Yeah, just yeah, just
yeah,
yeah, just I just access off and then just
refresh.
refresh and just go back in again, start over.
Huh. Yeah, we're not the
Because since
best.
it's live, it won't go back to the start. It'll still be where we're
Yeah,
at.
and you could always watch the replay after we're all finished. YouTube will put it up there as a whole, and you could go back to see, if there was something that you missed there. Um, oh,
Oh yeah, and you
what?
get there's sometimes some of the ads would be things that they don't want to see or whatever.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
imagine with ads or
yeah. Oh, baby, you coming up here with us? Okay. Some music on some ads we do not approve. Yeah,
yeah, I can
yeah,
imagine.
I get that. Um, oh, Debbie has a question for you.
Okay.
Shawn, have you thought any more about magnet fishing in the well? Probably the deep
Yeah, the
spring.
deep spring. Yeah, that would be great. We need to do that. Also, and I don't know, if we ever mentioned this before. Across our property, many decades ago was a road.
Oh, yeah.
So there actually used to be, when you look at old maps and things, there actually was a road that goes through our property. And you can kind of tell where, yeah, I mean, you can tell where it was, sort of. And we've also always wondered what would be alongside of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm sure with metal detectors, magnets, and things like that, there's probably some interesting stuff out there.
Just add it to the list. Can I have the banjo that's on the wall?
Yeah. And people ask, can you play it? But the problem is then you get in trouble with YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. There was the one time that I put up the video, when we went up to the family lake and stuff, put that video up, and Sarah played, what was the name of the song? Jolene by Dolly Parton with her cousin. He was on guitar, she was on banjo, and she was singing. And YouTube let me know. They gave me a little notice before I uploaded it that this song is copyrighted and you can still post your video. We're not, you're not in trouble or anything for posting
Yeah.
your video, but you have to share the money.
And when they say share the money, it means
You get 2 cents of the money.
yeah, that means 99% of it goes somewhere else.
Yes. So
Well,
you share a whole bunch. Robert, you singing it? She's gonna sing it
yeah,
now.
don't sing it enough for the YouTube recognize it.
Robert, thank you for the super chat so very much. Really appreciate you. Let's see. You know the song, don't you?
Mhm.
You sing it with Sarah. When she plays the banjo, you sing along. So Cindy, yeah, Cindy says it was Jolene and it was
Yeah.
sweet. I enjoyed it so much whenever Sam and I were editing the video. He said, "Are you sure you want to put it in there? Because YouTube may not like it." I said, "We have to. It's just so good." So, oh, they're saying hi to Rebekah. Miss Allison and Miss Rita say hi, Rebekah. Say hi. You being sweet. Oh, that's not
Nah,
sweet.
she's sweet. So
That's
she's like, I'm
rotten.
gonna show you I can be not sweet.
Oh,
You're being a
show them.
meanie.
Show them, silly baby. Where's silly
How's your
baby at?
silly baby?
Silly
Yeah,
baby.
there you go.
She's
Silly
learned a little
baby.
bit of sign language too, picked it up. So
No, you're being silly.
you like seeing that silly baby make funny faces? You're a goofball. Pizza. Oh goodness. Oh, Janice is here from Nova Scotia too. Thank you for being here. And Diana, thank you. My hair is only down because I had to come in and wash it from working in the garden, and I just needed it to dry. So here we go. Rebekah, typical kid. Yep, Dolores, she's a mess. So yes, Aiden. Yep. So this
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
so you guys know, I know I've mentioned this several times. We keep the clothes that are out like to a minimum, like 3 outfits for the farm and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
rotate them through.
And we have had to pull this one then out of the tub.
I'm
baby.
thinking I said
You're singing like Sarah does. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
love
Greetings from Ohio, Diane says.
you.
So what is here? Show them this little dress here.
Show 'em
It
see the
has
dress,
school
baby.
stuff on it.
What?
Put that down.
Oh,
There you go. And she worked out in the farm today with this. She watered the plants with the watering can, didn't you?
Yeah, you've been around all
Uh-huh.
day,
You're a good
inside
helper.
and outside.
Look,
And look at her braids.
Oh.
Wee.
but I got them Katie.
Are they messy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them crazy. That's what she said. But I got them crazy. Yep. Dolores says, cherish the memories. They grow up fast. Even the kids, the rest of the kids notice that she's just, it is going fast.
Yeah.
So, oh. Yes, Monique says, don't forget to like, folks. So right now I am showing 366 people here currently and 226 of the thumbs ups. So please, please make sure you do that.
Yeah, Bex is Rebekah. Yeah, she's the youngest, so she can identify with being the youngest one named Rebekah.
Grandma Teresa says, all your children look so sweet and respectful on here. We try to teach them to be respectful. I don't know. I try to. Okay, one of the things I was thinking of that I feel like I say a lot around here is you can say exactly what you mean to say, and you can say it with different words or with a different tone, and you can get the same exact message across to somebody. But if you say it in a different way, it will be received so much easier. That kindness is a big deal. So,
Asked, how can college students not have personal cell phones? I have 4 college degrees and didn't have a cell phone in college, so
yeah,
pretty easy.
yeah, not that big of a deal. So, which we've never been. I mean, the only reason we got smartphones is because they made us get them. We've not been.
Oh yeah, because we used to. Yeah, we had the old regular. Yeah, and then they shut it down where the towers wouldn't work, so we were forced to get the smartphones just to have a phone. But yeah, not phone people.
They said
Well,
your phone that you're currently using, the old flip phone one,
yeah,
is going to stop working.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to send you these free phones that will still work, and they were smartphones. So we're just not very.
So they're smartphones, but we just use them if we have to make a phone call for something, and that's we're not people on the phone. Yeah.
Nerdy Bombshell says you'd be so overwhelmed by my closet. Let's just say there are more than 3 outfits in there. So as I've had more and more children, I had to get more and more organized. Some people, they'll come over to the house and be like, wow, you guys, this is so organized. And it didn't start out this way. You know, when I had 3 children, it was one way, but 4th children, we made some changes here and there. Now with 7, fitting, like I had 4 girls' clothes in one closet, and I couldn't, I can't put a tremendous amount in there. So being very selective, they have extra supplies in those tubs out there, so there are more clothes, but they're not being pulled out by a 3-year-old laying on the floor.
Yeah, we rotate them in.
Yeah. So, yeah. Kathy said the same thing happened to her with her phone too. So, yeah.
Unfortunately, you had to have the, well,
Did you get walloped with a storm today? No, it was hot and sunny, and it was a workout in the garden big time day today. Well, Susan says her carrier does have flip phones available. So maybe we could still go back to the old timey phones, but that's what they sent us, the free ones. So
I guess this one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll look at that if one of ours dies. We can look to see what the options are at that point. But let's see. Yeah. Okay. Foster Chicken says, I was the same way. I loved my flip phone. The cell guy actually laughed at my phone. Rude. Yeah, because when I got ours, I had to go in and like talk to a human.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use this thing. And he said, well, first of all, you're holding it upside down. It around. I had never had a phone with the camera on it even. I didn't, my old phone, I didn't text, I didn't do pictures, nothing. It was just for making and receiving calls. So, yeah.
I'm old, and those of you who are, my age and older, yeah, we grew up in a day where there was no phone. People didn't have phones, didn't have cell phones, and we got along just fine.
Yeah. So, and we had, like paper maps and stuff in our vehicles and
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah.
That's
I would 1,000 times rather look at a
No,
paper
I mean,
map than
up until
than try to look at something on a computer.
just like, what was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean,
Now
that's
you
what
can't
we
get the
used.
paper. That's
So,
unfortunate. You can't get paper maps. I prefer a paper map.
let's see. I'm reading. It makes sense why you're on top of rotating out clothes, shoes, etc. I just have to worry about dressing myself and my tiny dog. Oh yeah, things would be different if it was, fewer people to manage here and space. We're in a, smaller home for the number of people here. So, yeah. It does make a difference. Internet can be dangerous for kids, Dolores says.
Yeah.
How did you know? How did Federal Way Chick? How did we know that our phone was going?
Oh, that we couldn't use it. Yeah, we got a notice.
Yeah.
Notice that your phone in however many days isn't
How
going to
did
work
we get the
anymore.
notice? How did we get the notice?
I think it was.
Did I get emails
I
or something?
think it was emailed or
Because we
mailed
use
or
track
something.
phone.
Yeah, because I think that the track phone contacted us somehow, like emails or something,
Did
and
we get a
said,
phone call even?
I think we got a letter, didn't we?
Okay,
I
I
think we
don't
got a letter
remember.
or something that just said, yeah, and by a certain date or something, your phone's not going to work
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, Aiden says I have a basic $20 plan with track phone. It works well for me. I go through
Yeah.
once a year whenever it has to be renewed, and I just do. I think for you it's about $100, and it's for the whole year because phone is only turned on
Yeah,
like when making a phone
yeah.
call or
I don't even
expecting a
keep
phone
it
call.
on, and there isn't 10 people in the world have my cell phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
I'm not a.
his
phone
might
person.
be $100 for the whole year.
Yeah.
Mine, after starting YouTube, I did upgrade my phone plan, and that's so sometimes if we're driving, I can answer YouTube comments and stuff like that. If you see me go through just a big time answering things, I might be in the van and he's driving. And so I do pay a little extra now for our 1 year of cell phone service so that I can keep up with YouTube stuff. So
Yeah, I would say that in the past year total, if you added every minute I've been on a cell phone in the past year, would it even be 30 minutes?
yeah.
Probably wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't access the internet stuff
And I don't
and all
text
that.
anybody at all. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't do anything. I'm not interested. Yeah.
Mm.
Lived years without it. Don't need it now. So
Well, and you've said too, with your years being in uniform, you don't like being accessible
no, I
to
can't stand it.
everyone at
Yeah.
all times.
I had when I was a police officer, I had to wear back then we had pagers. I had that pager I had to wear, and that thing going off, and when somebody wanted me to go to work, wanted me to do, I mean, always, no, I don't want a bunch of people having my phone number or they can start making me do stuff. I don't need to have everybody in the world contacting me all the time.
Yeah.
We're
like
way
being,
too busy to be, yeah.
yeah. So they might have been 3G phones, Susan says. I think you're right.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might be able to get 5G flip phones. Yeah. See. Do we homeschool in the summer or do you take a break? Betty asks. We do homeschool year round, but it's not like we school 8 to 3 every Monday through Friday year round. We don't do that. When I say we school year round, we school on days when, like, if it's raining, or I mean, obviously we school on days when it's clear too, but in the summertime, like now, we did not school yesterday or today because the weather was so much cooler. Those were 100% catch up on the farm things. Tomorrow is supposed to be a heat index of 111. That will be a school day because it will be dangerously hot. Of course, we'll take care of, the animals and the necessary things, but that will be primarily a school day just because. So we're very flexible, but we do it year round. So, Federal Way Chick says, wow, I thought 95 was hot. So last week, the temperature on our little gadget got up to, was it 105? Does that sound right, guys? I think 105 is what we got up to last week. So it does get really, really hot around here.
It does.
Yeah. And our yesterday was a high of the low 80s, I think,
Yeah.
which is unseasonably cool for here. Today it did get warmer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah,
But still.
and then so we have viewers from all over the world. In the Ozarks where we're at, the heat could be dangerous and a problem. Where we have it not as bad as in the wintertime. Our winters are, I mean, it gets cold, but it's pretty mild compared to a lot of places. Our winters are not that big a deal here. But summer can be miserable.
Yeah. Karen says, I have a iPhone. I use it for everything. Group chats with my kids and grandkids. It's an awesome way to keep in touch, but I still love your channel and your values. Yeah, since I've gotten the free smartphone, I think 3 years ago, I have grown to like the texting feature with family and stuff like that, being able to communicate that way. So I do use that now. I'm more tech savvy than you are.
Oh yeah,
He's very much not. No.
Somebody attempted to text me or something. I can't figure. I don't know, and I certainly can't text back. I don't know. I'm not. I'm just not my thing.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yeah. So you need some more water, and it's going to get you some, baby. So, well, we have been here over an hour at this point.
Okay.
And we need to go scrounge.
Yeah, we go eat something.
We haven't had supper yet. We're going to
Go
scrounge for food. Do we know where Andrew and David went? They're outside somewhere. So we will go hunt them. I don't even know if they've eaten yet or not. So maybe they're putting the rest of the fabric out in the garden. Do you think? Sarah says probably not. Be nice to put that one patch fixed up there. Let's see. The refrigerator night, yeah. Oh, Brown Eyed Girl says, I did not have a great day. This was a very nice way to end
Well,
it.
good. We're hoping
It makes me smile.
we could make your day a little better.
Yeah, I'm glad. So, okay, guys, we're going to hop off here and we'll go eat and get the rest of them. Like, Rebekah hasn't had a bath or anything like that yet either. They're coming back.
Well, they're coming back. Okay.
Just came in. She goes, they're coming back.
She went and grabbed them.
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay. Boys are coming back. Okay, guys, I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Really enjoyed it. So we'll see you later. Bye-bye.